long time, I'm here for a good time.
Okay, every Tinder girl's bio ever. So today we're going back to a true gem within the golden era of the WWE Network. It's Legends House, ladies and gentlemen. 8 WWE legends are put together to live under one roof. Roddy Piper, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Tony Atlas, Gene Okerlund, Howard Finkel, Hillbilly Jim, Jimmy Hart, and Pat Patterson learn to live with one another. And honestly, it's a little depressing looking at the roster of who was in this show because half of them have passed away now. And you know, in weird things that I found out when I was researching for this video, this show began on the same day as Roddy Piper's 60th birthday, and the majority of the legends in this show were born in 1954. The more you know.
And I don't know what the price of it is, but I'm very sure I can't afford it.
Me in 2018 trying to buy lunch after I just spent all my money on Fortnite skins.
My name is Hillbilly Jim, and I was known for being a good old country boy. I'm WWE all the way down to the bone, always will be.
Oh god, thank you so much for the reassurance there, Hillbilly Jim. I was a little worried that you were going to show up one day in AEW as Bill Hilly Robert.
I did about 11 years in the business.
You know, it's very random, but one of my favorite things about professional wrestling is that term right there, in the business. All these older guys always coming back like, yeah, well, I did about 10 years in the business. And you know, of course, back then, nobody liked taking steel chair shots to the head, but at the end of the day, that was the business.
And my slogan is this: I ain't here for a long time, I'm here for a good time.
This really reminds me of when I used to visit r/wrestle with the not that I know anything.
As soon as I saw Tony, it was just like the last time I saw him eating. He's always eating.
Hey, Scott Steiner, can you just help me out for a second? He's fat! Thank you so much, Scott Steiner.
Something what we probably never ever get a chance to do again in our lives, and I'm gonna take full advantage of every opportunity.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie, it still makes me pretty sad that a lot of them are gone now. But maybe a bigger question on my brain right now. Why was there never a season 2 of this show? I mean, what the hell? This feels ripe for content, ripe for opportunity. Bring it back, I say. And bigger question than that, why was there never a women's Legends House? Oh my. Imagine, right, you've got Trish and Lita, you've got Alundra Blaze, Bull Nakano, Michelle McCool, Layla, Mickey James, and if you're feeling spicy, you know, I'm just saying we want to skip, we want to go ahead, we want to light it up. I want Natalia Dollar. They then introduced Pat Patterson and Jimmy Hart, who I actually randomly met at the 2K24 Royal Rumble event in Florida. I was just taking some pics with the titles and then bam, the Mouth of the South is right there. And as many of you will know, he ended up actually making a brief cameo in the huge Vibe video we did. So yeah, that happened. Anyway, I'm sorry, what is this? Fucking WWE story time? That's the next video. We then see the introduction of the Fink Howard Finkel.
Look what the dog's drug up.
Jesus Christ. Imagine, right, you're walking towards WWE Legends House, you open the door to WWE Legends House, you're excited, all your friends you haven't seen in years, and then someone in the back's like, hey yo, who the fuck dug up this skeleton?
I'm a little apprehensive about being here at Legend House because, you know, there's 2 or 3 guys I might have a little trouble with.
I'm sorry, I feel like the only guy you're about to have trouble with is Triple H because you stole his whole flow, bar for bar. The long hair, the nice suit. I mean, evolution is a mystery.
We don't have a bathroom in our room.
No, we gotta go share with these guys.
So we're gonna cut through them and wake them up.
Oh, yeah, every morning. Yeah, every morning. Yeah,
Oh, no.
You see, now this might piss me off if I was in the Legends House because you're at risk every single morning of rising elegantly out of your slumber to some legendary cock being in your face. I mean, I don't know. Listen, brother, I only want to see penis when it's voluntary.
Tony introduced himself once again. I'm going to be your new roommate. It's not what went through my mind, it's what went through my bowels.
Is he trying to tell us that he might shit his pants full of doo-doo and he doesn't want Tony to see it, or?
I've been married for 48 years, so having a guy in the same bedroom with me, I think it's going to be a little strange.
He's so clearly old school. Like, I'm sure many of you have seen it, how a lot of older guys from a couple generations ago are very desperate to be like, I'm not gay. Hey, what's up, bro? Can I get you some strawberry milk? I'm just about to go.
Strawberry milk is pink. I'm not sugar gay, dude.
It's not even like he's sharing a bed with bro. You're literally just in the same bedroom. Jesus Christ.
You know, 10 years ago, it would be like party time. Now, at this point, it's like 10:35. Good night. We'll all be hitting the rack.
Bro, it is so embarrassing how I'm in my early 20s and I'm already here. But it's not even like I don't like to party or stay up late. I still do. But at the same time, there's something nice about going to sleep at like 10 p.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. watching the sunrise, you know? You know what? I better fucking relax. Mean Gene's about to swoop in and be like, pretty fucking sugar gay.
Roddy Piper is an icon. I mean, he's wrestled in main events at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, now it's serious, my fucking guy Hot Rod. Hey, yes, this is my guy. Genuinely one of the iciest motherfuckers in the business. Oh god, I've become one of them. This is so jokes. Why are they building him up like he's Arthur Morgan?
Yeah, well, while I know we need to get back to Blackwater, Dutch, we gotta stop off at Legends House and pay those fellers a visit.
I'm not like the rest of them. I'm complex.
This is the greatest show of all time. Bro's walking into the house like he's about to star in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Except with him, it's the good, the rowdy, and the you're fucked. Bro, I'm sorry, but look at Tony Atlas's face. This dude got caught lacking. Then there's actually a pretty wholesome greeting between all the legends as they reminisce. It is really kind of sad watching this, knowing that Hot Rod passed away about a year later, but man, what an absolute legend. Listen, I'm just happy that nobody's complaining anymore about sharing a room with a...
I ain't sleeping in the same room with him. You know?
Never mind.
It's a king-size bed, too.
Classic Hot Rod.
I do fear one thing.
Oh god, Hot Rod. Oh, I feel you, dude. Yeah, I too am terrified that we may never know the ending to the iCarly reboot. It's terrifying.
The brotherhood that we have is going to be tested.
I got some swimming trunks here. Too bad there aren't any ladies here.
Wait for it.
It's Chihuahua Caramba. Ooh, I love white blonde women.
Join me in the living room?
Of course I would.
Hi, boys. You're looking...
Oh my god, this is genuinely insane. Look at him. Bro, you know what this really reminds me of? You know back in Black Ops 2 when you do, name redacted train... But you know when you do the train in Black Ops 2 Zombies, this is what that reminds me of, where they're all like, Ashley.
I've always been a big fan of beautiful ladies in a very nice red dress.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool and everything. Bad bee named Ashley. Okay, I get it. That's cool, okay. But Roddy Piper is wearing a WWE All-Stars t-shirt. Where are my WWE All-Stars boys at?
Great eye candy. Really?
Good grief, I just gotta go ahead and pause for a second and say, I have not heard eye candy in forever. That is one of those compliments that has gone by the wayside. Let me tell you something. Here's some things I would consider eye candy, and here's some things that are definitely not.
It's a man's world, and all of a sudden here comes this bleach blonde bimbo in Ashley.
Yo, I'm baffed. I'm actually baffed.
Somebody new moves in the neighborhood, you go over and say hello to them and bring them a sack of fried chicken or something.
POV, Hillbilly Jim brings you some fried chicken. Me answering the door.
¿Habla español?
Sí.
Vamos a introducir a nosotros, a presentar un regalo.
Whoa, Howard Finkel just spoke the smoothest of Spanish. Does my boy really have it like that, or does he have a Duolingo subscription? You know, I guess you could go ahead and say that his Spanish is fly.
Brother, this guy stinks!
I'm gonna kill my...
Me alone, it would have had no problem. When she saw your face, that was it.
Damn, what the fuck? Bro is getting cooked this whole episode. Or, you know, as me and the boys in the biz say, he's getting ribbed. Hey, yo, Howard, you big dog. Look what you dragged in, you big bitch. Spanish woman's all like, mira al hombre, pero.
We are the new neighbors from the Legends House.
Like to come inside for a cup of coffee?
No, hang on a second, guys. Don't listen to Lester from GTA 5. No, you guys don't know how this specific side quest ends. You haven't played Red Dead 2. You wake up at a random place in the woods, not knowing your name.
You already see me wrestle that big guy there?
Can you fucking imagine if you...
Oh my goodness.
Didn't think he was actually gonna hit him. What the... You know, this is one thing I hate about brothers in the business today, brother. Nobody sells a goddamn thing anymore. I mean, if we go ahead and slow it down and examine it, no front face bump here, no back bump. It's just ridiculous. Now poor little Tim Tam is gonna go ahead and grow up to be a professional wrestler, and he's not gonna sell whatsoever.
That guy said he's stronger than you.
My apologies, okay, that kid's a fucking snitch. That kid grew up to be named Takashi. I also really feel like this is where Hot Rod is about to grab a steel chair from the kitchen and work himself into a shoot, so let's watch.
Oh no, that's the dog. The dog.
Good one. Did he tell you to do that?
Can you imagine if the kid just turned to camera and he was like, "You just got swerved."
Yeah, dog food. That's funny. No, I find humor in that too.
He's all like, "Yeah, no, real funny, kid. I have got a fucking receipt coming for you, brother."
This is an official vintage WrestleMania t-shirt.
We were some of the guys that were in the first one.
Hey, bro, I gotta be honest. That shit has to have mad value. That shit looks like it was actually sold at the first WrestleMania. Hey, bro, I'm just gonna be honest. She ain't really about her bag if she ain't putting that shit on Vinted or Depop. Or maybe she goes ahead and she sells it on eBay because you're too lazy to get a real.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
You know, I've seen a very attractive blonde woman, and God, I've even seen WWE All-Stars logo in this episode, but seeing those brownies, I'm quite turned on.
That is really good. Let me tell you, them brownies was absolutely delicious. I could have sat there all day.
Yeah, he's all like, "Oh man, these are the best brownies I've ever eaten in my life." I mean, Shit, what was in those brownies again? Okay, here's a bit of a new concept I want to throw out there for season 2 of Legends House launching next July. Legends House, but we leave a bunch of weed around the house and see what happens. Better yet, Legends House, but it takes place in the Walking Dead universe. Roddy Piper's got his military gear on. He's about to go out the door, and then Jimmy Hart sees him. He's like, hey, daddy, oh, where are you going? Roddy Piper's walking towards the door. He turns around and he's like,
To get my revenge.
Kind of wish they had a dog here or a cat or something so we could, pet besides Piper.
Mean Gene comes flying in. He's like, "No, I will not pet another man. I've been married for 48 years.
Can't figure out this blender.
I'm so sorry. This is so random, but I just have to point out, I love the music choice here. It's giving Deonte DDJ video. They then spend a little while trying to get the blender to work, to which I say, I feel you. I mean, we've all had technology problems. I'm sorry. This motherfucker's hair is glowing. Why does he look so angelic? The shenanigans continue, and Hot Rod's still trying to work the blender, picks up a knife.
What are we doing for dinner tonight?
Well, we cook something. Pat can cook.
Can you imagine they're all there trying to decide, one guy's shouting out, "Oh, lasagna, chicken," and then Mean Gene comes sliding in and he's like, "I'm be straight up, dog. I want some of that Ashley Roberts arse for dinner. I'ma be honest."
You like to play with meat, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pat Patterson, it's funny because you're... Hey, Pat Patterson, big fan. You've known me for a while, right? Where do I stand on big American titties?
The bigger they are, the better it is.
Oh, you know me well, buddy. You know me well. The Legends then begin playing tennis. Personally, I would have preferred if it was Wii tennis, but whatever.
You might hear this, but Howard Finkel's kind of gained a little bit of weight.
This dude don't give a fuck. Bro, I'm so happy I met the most iconic character on this entire show. This is great. This dude will just say shit like, yeah, so there was this blonde bimbo at the house earlier, and how about that fat bastard Howard Finkel, huh? Boy, did he fall off.
You got to see Howard run, brother. This is great.
I wouldn't call that running.
Yo, this dude Howard Finkel must have created his character at the exact same time as Paul Heyman, because they both got the same running animation.
That is tight. You ready for this?
Listen, guys, I'm not gonna be the one to make the joke. I'm quite frankly above all of that immaturity. Okay, I'm above all of that. Like I haven't said several insane things in this video alone.
Let's try it in the blender.
Roddy's face is like, I know you lying. You know what? I feel you, Roddy. I feel the frustration. This is how I felt with my PS4 towards the end. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate, okay? Either you still have a PS4 that is on its last stages of death, or you used to have one before you made the jump to the PlayStation 5. That shit, yo, my PS4 on its last days of life was out there looking like Prince Philip towards the end. Like, bro, I genuinely would game some nights, and I'd be kind of scared that shit was gonna... The fan inside the PlayStation 4 while it's taking its last breaths, it's like... Sounds like a fucking helicopter.
I woke up this morning.
I heard this big gong. I didn't know whether to expect Mr. Fuji or somebody from Japan.
You know, I don't know about the rest of you, but guy like me would have thought that the cast of Shogun was about to pull up. Let me tell you something. If the cast of Shogun ever pulled up on me, Mariko, I'm proposing on the spot.
So we walk around the corner, and who is my hero?
How are you? I'm Gary Busey.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, some of you are gonna get mad at me here, but maybe this is my young age showing. I really don't know much about Gary Busey outside of that one Family Guy bit. You know the one Family Guy bit where he's like all crazed and he's staring in the mirror in that one cutaway and he's like, how am I doing today, Gary Busey? You're doing great.
What we're going to do, I'm going to introduce you to a form of meditation to take you inside yourself.
Oh my god, they're gonna do yoga. This is the best show I've ever seen. Can you imagine Trevor Phillips pulls up and he's like, did somebody say yoga?
Go deep inside yourself.
It's documented Gary's had some personal problems. I didn't know if he had Tourette's syndrome or what.
I got nothing.
And then the next minute is one flew over the cuckoo nest.
You know, I'm starting to think that this Family Guy bit may have been right.
So in the truth of it all, enemies are simply friends in reverse.
Wow, Jesus Christ, I'm floating all the way up to heaven. I mean, I just feel so inspired right now.
Fantastic adventures in trusting him.
I'm not buying that.
He's so iconic, he's so real, we love him. Then things randomly take a turn for the worse and get a little uncomfortable and political. They're both basically just arguing about raising children and whatnot and what they do for their children. Listen guys, we get it, okay? You both do anything for your children. Okay, let's move on.
I'm going to take care of my kids before I start doing anything else. Tony took offense for that.
What I'm saying wrong here, but I get attacked for.
We're just having a conversation.
I know, it's Jesus.
You know, I really don't know what any of this has been, but I love that Tony Atlas has been doing it the whole time while wearing like some kind of cowboy hat, or is that some kind of Undertaker hat? I don't know. Either way, one of them is about to end up a dead man.
And then the conversation got to, but I never take it home.
And then you go on to the next movie.
Yes.
They don't do that with us. So what would you do if they called you Mr. Joshua and asked you to put the lighter under your arm every day?
I don't have to do that because the movie's over now.
Damn, dude, what the fuck? He just fully sunned him in front of all of his friends. Dude was like, yeah, well, I'm a famous movie star, okay? I don't have to take my character home with me, you dumb idiot wrestler bitch.
You got my ass up with a gong, okay? I want some answers here, Yoda.
God, he really is an icon. He's like, yo, Mr. fucking Dagobah, where are my answers?
And here's to you. If by any chance we disagree, here's to me. You.
Yeah, listen, I don't know what the hell any of that was, but if I ever return to the deep hells of Tinder, I am gonna go ahead and use that as my pickup line.
Yeah, watch out for Pat Patterson. He's hitting that sauce a little too much.
I love this man so much. No filter at all. He goes to all of the boys. He's like, yeah, do you guys see that hot piece of blonde ass earlier? Gee whiz. And what's with this fucking drunk, huh?
Yeah, I broke my neck. You know, I just thought I heard it. I didn't get it checked out.
Man, it is so sad seeing Hot Rod like this. Like, bro, I wish he could have lived a little bit longer. Like, my guy would have loved WWE 2K19.
What are you having?
Vodka on the rocks.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go ahead and point this out, but vodka on the rocks is insane. It's not as insane as a Ray and Nephews shot, though. If you guys have ever done that, just don't do it. Don't do it. Holy shit, by the way, my Walking Dead joke is actually about to happen. Like, this is it. This is our vision. He's really gonna get revenge on little Tim Tam for schooling him. Yeah, you know, I like to joke around a lot, but I can't even really make jokes here. Like, I just do feel bad for Piper. Like, he quite clearly was fighting some kind of demons, and yeah, it's just shit sad, man.
Trying to find a place with peace. And if not, then let's fill it with mayhem.
Yo, I just gotta go ahead and say, that is so fucking fire.
When the moon gets like this, I can feel it pulling.
I just think this could build up to a major disaster.
Oh my god, is he about to turn into a werewolf or something? Oh, is this the fucking finale of the episode? Oh my fucking god.